Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Today I will be talking about Imam Ali alayhi salam, a timeless role model whose legacy radiates with particular intensity during the month of Ramadan. His character was a profound role model with intellectual depth and deep-seated humilities, all qualities which define the essence of fasting. Even as he faced martyrdom while praying, his final moments reflected a life dedicated to the service of others with a complete devotion to Allah. For many, he is an enduring source of inspiration because he balanced the strength of a leader with the heart of a philanthropist, often spending his nights distributing food to the needy with no recognition at all. His emphasis on ethical integrity and compassion for others serves as a guiding light for us during Ramadan, reminding us that true faith is found in how we treat the most vulnerable.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا وعظيمنا وحبيب قلوبنا وشفيع نفوسنا بالقاسم محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحاب الحر الميامين. الحمد لله الذي جعلنا من المتمسكين بولاية سيدي ومولاي علي ibn Abi Talib عليه السلام. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. أما بعد، قال علي ibn Abi Talib عليه السلام: ثم أعلم يا مالك أني قد وجهتك إلى بلاد قد جرت عليها دول قبلك من عدل وجور. There are many lessons we may derive from Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, particularly pertaining to leadership. Imam Ali wrote in his will for his son Imam al-Hasan. Now this is a message for humanity. O my son, make yourself the judge between you and the others. Like for others what you like for yourself, and hate for others what you hate for yourself. Do not oppress anyone as long as you do not want to be oppressed. If you open the Quran, Surah Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 42, it says, and if you judge between them with justice. Indeed, Allah loves those who act justly. When Imam Ali was a caliph, when he was the Khalifa, the ruler of his time, he wrote to one of his officers, do not say to the people that you are their master or you are a man vested with authority. How many times you have leaders today, whether it be society leaders or governors or leaders of countries, where they brag that they have a mandate or they have been vested with authority, therefore they can do anything they want. Imam Ali says that when you are a leader, you need to be humble. You need to be a man or a woman of humility. In letter 53 of Nahj al-Balagha, Imam Ali says, this was an Arabic excerpt I quoted earlier. Imam Ali says, ثم أعلم يا مالك أني قد وجهتك إلى بلاد قد جرت عليها دول قبلك من عدل وجور. Habituate your heart to mercy for the subjects. Treat your subjects, the people who follow you or the people who are under your rule, treat them with mercy and have affection and kindness for them. Do not stand over them like greedy beasts who feel it is enough to devour them. Do not stand over your people like you are their boss or you are to rule over them. In fact, listen to their ideas. Be kind towards them. Show affection for people who are your subjects. There's a book called Imam Ali, Sunshine of Civilized Islam by Muhammad Hussein Tahmasebi. He narrates a riwayah, beautiful riwayah. Imam Ali once instructed the tax collectors. He said, do not walk through the people's farms because it destroys their efforts, and do not make them feel unhappy. Take from them, but only take that which is your legal share. Smile with them, talk to them with gentleness and kindness, and tell them that, O servants of Allah, the Caliph of God has instructed me to come and take the legal share from you. So Imam Ali even tells the tax collectors that treat your subjects with kindness, be fair with them, treat them with justice. Imam Ali said about his own character in Nahj al-Balagha, sermon number 149, Tomorrow you will see these days of mine, and unknown characteristics about myself will be revealed to you. And then you will say, oh, how I wish I had Ali as a leader for a longer period of time. So Imam Ali says, you will only understand my value once I have vacated my leadership spot. Imam Ali always presented himself as someone with humility and humbleness. And this is what the Holy Prophet says about Muslims as well. If we are to call ourselves the followers of Islam, we ought to be humble. If you open Bihar al-Anwar, volume 15, book number 10, page 51, Ibn Abbas says, we were in the presence of the Holy Prophet. And we asked him, Ya Rasulullah, who is the best companion according to you? The Holy Prophet says, that person, when you see him, you are reminded of God. When he speaks, your knowledge increases. When he acts, you think about the hereafter and the day of resurrection. That means the Prophet is saying that be a man of God. Be someone, when another person looks up to you, they see that this man is a man of great character, of great morals. And in the book Polarization Around the Character of Ali ibn Abi Talib by Ayatollah Murtada Mutahhari, Sa'sa'a ibn Sawhan al-Abdi, one of the most prolific companions of Imam Ali, prominent companion. When Imam Ali was buried and covered his corpse with soil, Sa'sa'a put one of his hands over his heart, threw earth over his head, and he says, now he says this regarding Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib. He says, may death be agreeable to you, whose birth was pure, whose patience was firm, whose holy struggle was great. You attained your objective, and your commerce was fruitful. You fell before your Creator. Imam Ali was killed in the house of God, and he gladly accepted you, and his angels appeared around you. Through you, the backs of the believers were made firm, the ways made clear, and habits broken. You answered the call of the Prophet. You jumped ahead of others in accepting him, and you protected the Holy Prophet throughout his illustrious life. So Imam Ali here, Sa'sa, what does he do? He says that, oh Ali, you may have departed from this world, but we will forever remain loyal to your legacy. We will keep your legacy and your teachings alive. Ahmad ibn Hanbal has narrated in his Musnad from Zadan that he once saw Imam Ali. Now imagine Imam Ali, the leader of his time. He was seen carrying a cane in his hand, a stick, and ushering people in the market. So now Zadan was a bit confused that why is Imam Ali doing this? Like, why is he holding a stick guiding people in the market? So he asks Imam Ali, that why are you doing this? The Imam says, any act of service is meritorious in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then he quotes an ayah, chapter 28, Surah Qasas, verse 83. تِلْكَ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ نَجْعَلُهَا لِلَّذِينَ لَا يُرِيدُونَ عُلُوًّا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَا فَسَادًا وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. As for the future abode, we assign it to those who have no desire to exalt themselves. We will give heaven to the ones who are not proud, who are not arrogant, but those who are humble and people of humility. Now you will notice, I'm talking about leadership, but I'm also using humility. Because according to me, leadership and humility are synonymous. Imam Ali treated all his subjects with respect, even those who despised him, including the Khawarij. He allowed them to express themselves. He allowed them to share their thoughts and opinions, even though there were times where they disrespected Imam Ali. They would enter the mosques and they would interrupt Imam Ali's sermons and speeches. One day, Imam Ali was speaking from the minbar, and suddenly a Khawarij, Ibn Kawwa, what did he say? He interrupted Imam Ali's sermon and he said, may God kill this man. What a knowledgeable man he is, but yet he is a disbeliever. So the companions gathered around this man. They tried to physically attack him, but Imam Ali said, no, under my reign, people can say whatever they desire, for he has attacked me personally. So Imam Ali allowed people to express themselves. He allowed people to share their thoughts, And in fact, he would respond to them through logic and politeness. The Khawarij even refused to pray behind Imam Ali. Whenever Imam Ali would lead prayers, they would refuse to pray behind him. And once, Ibn Kawwa read a verse from the Quran, Surah Zumar, chapter 39, verse 65, to justify why he wasn't praying behind Imam Ali. He said that the Quran says that those who associate partners with God, those who commit shirk, their work will fail and they will be amongst the losers. And then Ibn Kawwa says there is no doubt. You were the first one to accept Islam. You protected the Holy Prophet. You slept on his bed. You fought at Khaybar, Khandaq, Hunain, Uhud. And you were at the forefront when it came to spreading the teachings of Islam. So there is no doubt that you are a prominent individual in the early stages of Islam. Ibn Kawwa denotes that because you have committed shirk, your entire work, all your deeds are null and void. They are in vain. Ma'adallah. So Imam Ali responds. Now Imam Ali could have said that this man criticized me. The Imam could have easily taken action. He could have said, this man has insulted me, physically assault him, attack him. But what does the Imam do? He responds with a verse from the Quran. Surah 30, Surah Rum, verse 60. فَاصْبِرْ إِنَّ وَعْدَ اللَّهِ حَقٍّ وَلَا يَسْتَخِفَنَّكَ الَّذِينَ لَا يُوقِنُونَ. Be patient. Surely Allah's promise is true. And let not those who have no faith make you unsteady. So he's saying, Ibn Kawwa, you accuse me of having no faith, but you are the one with no faith. And you will never make me or other believers unsteady. I end my talk with this from another narration from Imam Ali, sunshine of civilized Islam. A Christian woman was attacked by the enemy in a frontier locality, and they snatched her ornaments from her ears and her hands. When Imam Ali knew about this, listen to what he says. It is about a Christian woman. The Imam says, from the pulpit, angrily, he says, if anyone hears about this and dies with grief, he won't be blamed. That means this is such a serious crime to hurt a woman, to steal her property, that if anybody hears about this and dies, he is not to be blamed. Therefore, brothers and sisters, let us follow the teachings of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib. Let us adhere to his principles of leadership, morality, humility, humbleness, and fighting for justice for humanity. وآخر دعوانا عن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.